essential for progression. Shadtyago Kuto Vidya. We stand on the brink of a remarkable journey of experience and enlightenment. It is symbolic to begin such a journey with the lighting of the lamp. Just as light removes darkness, knowledge removes ignorance. We request the gracious presence of our guests to kindle this lamp, thereby initiating our collective journey today. May I request all the dignitaries to kindly join us for the lighting of the lamp. May I request the audience to kindly stand up in reverence for the Saraswati Vandana recital. As the World Investor Week under the aegis of ANMI WIW Investisiya 2023, a national level seminar on investor resilience and sustainable finance, a youth-centric collaborative efforts of ANMI and NISM to financial knowledge and develop financial skills among the youth to transform them into future smart investors. Let us give a huge round of applause for Investisiya 2023. We now present an informative video on investor awareness made by ANMI on the occasion of the World Investor Week.
बचपन में सर में आंखें छोटी लगी थी, हमें कई बार दिल को चोट लगती थी, कई बार ठोकर खाते और दिल खुली ना हो और गर्दन दर्द होगा और खतरा होता। सच्चाई से अनजान रहकर अधूरे ज्ञान के साथ निवेश कार्य में आगे बढ़ना मतलब ऐसे में हम अक्सर अपनी दिशा से भटक जाते हैं और हमारा पैसा और वक्त दोनों ही बर्बाद हो जाते हैं। आज हम सब अपनी आंखों पर इस पट्टी को डालें और सच्चाई को जानते हैं। किसी और के कहने सुनने पर विश्वास न करें। सभी रजिस्टर्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट एडवाइजर्स से ही सही मार्गदर्शन है। सभी के सारे मार्गदर्शन के अनुसार चलिए और एक होशियार और समझदार निवेश करें। आइए यूनेस्को वर्ल्ड इन्वेस्टर वीक के इस मौके पर हमारे साथ जुड़े और हमें सही मार्गदर्शन के द्वारा आपके निवेश करने में आपकी सहायता।
I think it's an excellent effort by the ANMI and NPS College of Arts, Commerce and Science. Financial literacy needs to reach every nook and corner of India, and towards this attempt, street play is one of the most effective tools. I now invite upon Suman Kaur and her group for a street play on investing in tomorrow. May I call upon Ananya Gupta to introduce and talk about the street play. your College of Commerce. It was an excellent effort. May I now request the dignitaries to kindly join us on the stage. Requesting Mr. Anand Narayanji, I think sir is on the way, he'll join us shortly. Mr. Deepak Trivedi, Ms. Latika Kundru, Ms. Padmaja Chunduru, Mr. Nehal Bora, and Dr. Vijay Mehta to join us on the dais. Requesting all dignitaries to kindly be seated. We now move on to the felicitation program. Requesting Shri Nirav Gandhi and Shri Ashish Ajmera to kindly be on stage and extend a warm welcome to Ms. Padmaja Chunduru. Can we hear a huge round of applause for all our esteemed guests? Requesting Shri Hemant Pankaj and Shri Ankit Ajmera. Requesting Shri Hemant Pankaj and Shri Ankit Ajmera to kindly extend a warm welcome to Mr. Nehal Bora. Requesting Shri Mahesh Desai and Shri Kamlesh Rao to extend a warm welcome to Ms. Latika. Requesting Dr. Vijay Mehta and Shri Vijay Singhania to kindly be on the dais to extend a warm welcome to Mr. Deepak Trivedi. requesting Kamala ma'am to kindly join us on the stage, please. Kamala ma'am is the Chief Regulatory Officer at PSE. Requesting Shri Pradeep Khandelwal and Shri Manoj Agarwalji to do the honors of extending a warm welcome to Kamala ma'am. Requesting Kamala ma'am to please address the audience and speak a few words on the occasion of the World Investor Week. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Good morning to everyone. This is a surprise talk that I'm going to give because till a minute ago I didn't know that I had to speak. To begin with, a warm welcome to dignitaries on dais and students and management of colleges which are sponsoring this event. And on behalf of BSc and on my own personal behalf, a very warm welcome to our BSc International Convention Hall. The younger generation may not know, and some of the senior broker members would know that this is the very place where trading used to take place in open outcry system, where a lot of members would assemble here and do their transactions. Now, as all of you know, we have shifted to digital means, so all our trading happens electronically. At the outset, I congratulate ANMI for taking active interest in spreading investor awareness and designing this wonderful program. Early in the morning, you see so many students with lots of energy is very heartening, and investor education being at the center of everything that SEBI, stock exchanges and Association of Industry does, because a well-informed investor is the empowered investor. What we have discovered in the past is that though we have improved lots of things on the market in terms of efficiency and efficacy, in terms of spreading the knowledge, I think effort, how much effort we put in, considering the size of our country and its length and breadth of our country, it seems insufficient. So we need to continue this. Money being essential and integral part of every living being, from birth till death, and even after death also money is involved. But very little attention goes in individuals' life to manage this money, and that is how we think. Sowing the seed at the age that you all are in is the good way to develop good money, attitude towards money, as well as good focus on money management. And when we talk financial planning, you may hear in part, insurance company will come and tell you about insurance, financial services people will talk to you about financial products, banks will talk about their products, then we have other means of investment. As an investor, as a person who is managing the fund, what needs to be understood is investment needs to be seen holistically. If I am an individual, there are different kinds of risks that I run. So each of the risks can be managed through right investment planning. To begin with, if I have life risk that is covered through insurance, if I have money now which is needed, say 3 years later, 5 years later, there are specific products that are available. If I have a regular income, but I want a corpus at the end of say 10 years, 15 years, there are products. So what I am trying to say is investment options depends on individual's needs, and everybody's need not be the same. Hence, you should not simply go by what others say, you should do your careful planning. Having said that, today there are several safe products for investors, and students should pick up from now. I can only give you one example. I don't have too much time from audience because other speakers are also there. For students, I have only one tip to give. When we start saving early in life, the capability of compounding results in huge corpus being created. As a tip, I can say, in a month, you please give up one pizza and coke and save 500 rupees a sip every month. In 30 years, you will get 1 crore. So that is the kind of approach. So you all please look at your expenditure and start investing right from now. You are at a good age and have healthy attitude towards money. Don't be too stingy and don't be always in speculative mode. You balance out your focus on investment across different asset classes. Without taking much of your time, and thank you very much for your patience here.
Thank you so much for those words of wisdom, ma'am. Moving on, may I now call upon Dr. Vijay Mehta, a second-generation stockbroker, investment banker, and corporate advisor. Dr. Vijay Mehta, the new ANMI president for the financial year 23-24, is a multi-dimensional personality. Considered as an expert on economy, capital markets, and international affairs, he has been associated with the governing board of ANMI for long and has been one of its key think tanks. Currently, Dr. Vijay Mehta is also the Honorary Consultant General of the Republic of Romania in India, appointed by the Government of India. He has earlier served as a chairman of the Jaipur Stock Exchange, director of Delhi Stock Exchange, and a member of the Regional Advisory Board of BSE, besides being a director on the board of many corporates and NGOs. Dr. Mehta is a founder chairperson of MEFCON Securities Limited, members BSE and NSEIL, serving its clients since 1983. His other company, MEFCON Capital Markets Limited, is a widely held BSE-listed company extending services in the management of IPOs, corporate valuations, and wealth management. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause to welcome Dr. Vijay Mehta.
Dignitaries of the dais, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen, as the National President of ANMI, let me first extend you a very formal welcome to have come here today morning. I am sure the deliberation during the day is going to help you all in a very big way and make you a very responsible citizen for investing your funds as and when you have the capacity to do that. This program has been organized by, as you all know, by ANMI in collaboration with SEBI and many other leading bodies of the trade. ANMI means what? ANMI is Association of National Exchanges Members of India. We are the largest national body of the stock market brokers or intermediaries whom you call. Whether you are a member of National Stock Exchange, Bombay Stock Exchange, MSC or NSEIL. If you are a national exchange, out of 1100 broker members, more than 990 are members of ANMI. So that makes us the largest representative body of the brokers. Now, after I had taken over as national president, it was decided by our board of directors to allow ANMI to take activities which are other than stock market related, directly related matters. And in this term, we have introduced many new ideas about it. Investisiya, where you are all present today, is one of those efforts. Our major efforts are in terms of knowledge sharing, and our major efforts are in terms of making you alert about investing your money, and of course sorting out all the problems of our member community spread all over India. Some of the initiatives which ANMI has taken beyond business is the initiation of setting up ANMI Institute of Capital Markets for Skill Development and Technology. Because we understand that with the kind of expansion capital market is witnessing, and with this kind of India becoming now on its way to become the fourth largest economy of the world, what's going to be very important is the capital market activity, which is going to expand by leaps and bounds. Today, this particular hall in which you are sitting, it was earlier the center of activity, and it was bustling like New York Stock Exchange or Hong Kong Stock Exchange, with about 200, 300, 400 brokers all over doing business by shouting. Today you find it a very quiet auditorium kind of place, but when I became a member of BSE somewhere in 1992, I was one of the 2 professional members who were taken from New Delhi and who were admitted to membership of this prestigious exchange. And today, the complete business is based on technology. So that is why we are looking for skill development, because there will be a lot of people who will be absorbed in this industry, and they will all have to be skilled, and they all have to be having an expertise on technology. So we have tried to initiate this particular institute, which over the last about 3 to 5 years will come into full being. And we are also collaborating with NSEIL, with whom we have initiated a number of certification courses. The first one was held about 2 months back, and we are on our way because NSEIL is the most leading institute for capital market for imparting knowledge, and their certification is actually necessary to participate in the activities related to the intermediaries function. The other one which we are doing is this new program of Investisiya. This program, as you all know that today you are here, so this is about 35 colleges of Bombay who have all their students have gathered here, and during the day they will be told about the investment areas, how to invest, how to proceed into this, and how to earn a better return on your money. This is the first function, and this is the part of the initiative of ANMI to get into areas other than business. With this such thumping success of this particular function, we are going to take it to all the major cities of India, like Delhi, like Calcutta, like South India, or other major cities where there is a heavy number of students who are showing interest into the capital market. I think for this particular initiative, I would like to put on record to say that we are getting a very good support from all the market intermediaries and all the MIIs, and from our regulator SEBI, and from all the stock exchanges. I would like to place on record today my deepest thanks to these bodies who have encouraged by both contributing as well as by coming forward. Many of them are sitting in front of you guys today, and many could not make it today. But we are grateful as ANMI to all of them for having come forward. We are looking, as you all know, that today India is the 5th largest economy in the world. Our GDP today is about 3.78 trillion. And the next person in the line whom we have to beat is Germany. whose GDP is about 4.07 or something like this. The World Bank and IMF has predicted that India will be able to beat these Germany and become the fourth largest economy in the world by the year 2027. Whereas our Prime Minister has predicted that probably we will do it much earlier, either by the end of 2025 or by 2026. At this juncture, when you become the fourth largest economy of the world, what is identifying the health of the economy? In those parameters, capital market is one of the most important parameters recognized all over the world. You will be surprised to know that the kind of market cap which we are having today and the kind of number of companies which are listed on BSE, only more than 5,000 companies are listed. And with the GIFT City coming up, India opening its door to the international market, the time is not far away when those of you who will be joining this kind of profession and come forward for investing, not only India will be the fourth largest economy in the world, but you will be entering into one of the best professions ever in the world, which is called financial services. I welcome you all once again. Thank you for spending your time and look forward to us spending a very fruitful day and then welcoming you all to the capital market fold. Thank you so much.
Thank you for those motivational words, sir. Moving on, may I now call upon Ms. Latika Kundu. Ms. Latika S. Kundu, MD and CEO. Moving on, excuse me for the small mistake. Moving on, may I call upon Mr. Nihal Vora, MD and CEO, CDSL. Mr. Nihal Vora is Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Central Depository Services India Limited, India's leading depository with over 9 crore demat accounts and the only one listed on the stock exchange in Asia. Under his leadership, CDSL won the Innovation Award in Digital and Market Leadership during Custodian Inaugural Leaders in 2023 Custody Asia Awards held by Global Custodian. He was recently recognized as the CEO of the Year at the 20th Global Edition Business Leader of the Year Awards in 2022. He has also received the Vocational Excellence Awards by the Rotary Club of Mumbai Seaface. A huge round of applause. And may I request you to kindly address you all.
So I wish you all a very, very good morning. So, how's the Josh this morning? I see a very cold Josh. I think we need to build up on this Josh. A very, very good morning today. We are here at a very important event of really celebrating the World Investor Week. I really like to thank ANMI WIW Mehta and the entire team of ANMI in really inviting me today. The World Investor Week is really the initiative of the ISCO. Those who don't know what ISCO is the International Organization of Securities Commissions, which is like the G20 body of all securities regulators who kind of put together world policy on securities markets. And this is a global event where regulators, market infrastructure institutions, broker bodies, associations, etc., come together for one theme. And the theme is what? Any guesses? The theme is to ensure that investors to celebrate the spirit of safe investing, to celebrate the spirit of informed investing, and how we can come together to ensure that this entire community is very well educated. Now, when you start thinking about this, it kind of brings to light a very unique platform that all the important stakeholders, be it regulators, market infrastructure institutions like exchanges, depositories, and clearing corporations, broker associations, other investor associations, mutual associations, etc., are coming together to speak one language, one theme, one common goal, one intent to protect that one common fiduciary. Any idea what that fiduciary is? The fiduciary is a five-letter word called trust. It's building trust in the entire ecosystem. How, and this is a very unique week because various stakeholders from various backgrounds, from various geographies come together for one common theme. How do I build trust in the system? And that got me thinking that yes, it is the responsibility of all the people in the ecosystem to ensure that they build trust for the investor. But has anybody started thinking, what should the investor do for himself or herself? Is there not a responsibility of the investor for himself or herself? Is there not a responsibility of that investor to build trust for himself or herself? Is there not a need for that investor to ensure that its present actions do not jeopardize his future? It is the responsibility and the fiduciary of that investor, of that every individual sitting in this room and listening to this. Is it not our responsibility to ourselves that how should I conduct myself in the present that I do not jeopardize my future? And for that, whatever is required to be done, whether I need to get educated, whether I need to not fall prey to unsolicited advice, whether I need to not fall prey to the most important malaise, greed, to the most important habit of regular investing. Why is all this required? Is for that one common objective. How do I build trust in myself, in my present actions, so the future remains safe and secure? And one important thing which I think is going to be a very important enabler, has been an important enabler and is going to continue to be remaining an important enabler, is technology. Why technology? The reason why technology is critical, because technology does not distinguish between the rich and the poor, does not distinguish between a person with a lot of wealth, a person who just starting off. It gives information equally, democratically to all people who would like to imbibe it. And therefore it's important for each one of us for building that trust for ourselves that we need to imbibe this technology because it gives us access to structured information so that our present actions never and will not jeopardize our future. It is also very, very critical that whilst I am using technology, if I don't know something, be honest to yourself that I don't know something. And once you are honest to yourself that you don't know something, you will start engaging with people and tools which will help you understand what you do not understand. To put it in perspective, if I don't know how to invest well, there is umpteen number of articles on what we jocularly call as Professor Google, which gives us so much information on a daily basis that how should I be responsible in my investing. Now, the point is that am I going to be greedy in the present and jeopardize my future? Or am I going to be disciplined in my present and secure my future? That decision, ladies and gentlemen, is for each one of us to make. And we need to be responsible to ourselves. We need to be responsible to that trust which we want to build in ourselves, in the actions which we perform in ourselves. Because tomorrow, if our future is bright, is because of our disciplined approach in the past, which is now the present. Or if our future is not so bright, it could probably be because of the greed which we had in the past, which is now really the present. So I'd like to end with where is the Josh in building that trust for myself. That today, ladies and gentlemen, is and should be a key theme as we leave this hall. That what should I do to ensure that my future remains secure? To end, I would like to end with a quote with the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi. And I quote, very powerful quote. The future, I repeat, the future depends on what we do in the present. Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you. May I now invite on stage Ms. Padmaja Chunduru. She is MD and CEO of NSEIL since September 2021, after a 37 year stint in the banking industry with the State Bank of India and Indian Bank. A postgraduate in commerce from Andheri University, Ms. Padmaja joined SBI in 1984 as a probationary officer. In a career spanning more than 3 decades, with postings in India and USA, she has gained rich experience in corporate lending and credit management, retail operations and digital banking, treasury and international operations. A huge round of applause for Padmaja ma'am.
Good morning to all of you. I think the dignitaries on the dais, all the students here, all the very elite guests. I'm very happy to be here today. Frankly, I didn't expect such a huge amount of students and also the Josh, as everyone was expressing. I think the Josh we could see with the look at with the street play that that was the harbinger of this meeting. I was thinking if the students are doing this street play and actually, discussing so many topics, maybe they should be sitting on the dais and teaching rather than me giving these, talks. I congratulate ANMI for coming up with this kind of an innovative and a very purposeful and very, very engaging program today. SEBI, which has been putting this investor awareness and investor protection at the center of all its activities and all its initiatives. All the MIIs which have been very actively participating in this. The topic is, of course, resilience was the word that was used, financial resilience. I don't know what resilience is. It is the capacity to absorb shocks and continue doing what we are doing, whether it is a financial institution, whether it is a person person or whether it is a family, I think this built-in resilience is very important. We keep reading about this. Now, when we talk of financial resilience or even physical resilience, I think we are all interested in what? We are interested in our physical well-being, we are interested in financial well-being, and the third and probably the most important is the emotional well-being and happiness. All of us are driving towards a wellness rather than health and happiness. The wellness is the word that is the catchphrase today. Now, to get to that wellness, all these three aspects are necessary: the physical well-being, the financial well-being, and the emotional balance. Now, the emotional balance depends, I think, on the first two to a large extent. As far as this generation is concerned, I think we have achieved that awareness about physical well-being. I'm sure many of you have given up your days jogging or walking or running or whatever to be here with us today. I see a lot of youngsters in the gyms and in the parks everywhere across the globe, and mainly in Mumbai and all the major centers of India. I think that is something that has percolated very well. Will you run 1 lakh steps a day and then sit quiet for 10 days? Will your body take it? Will your system be able to absorb this kind of very spurt in activity and very quiet placid time in between? I think many of the symbols we use for physical well-being are very, very apt for your financial well-being also. Invest in small parts. I think the speakers here have been giving this advice that start early, start even a small sum, and start looking at how you build your corpus. First of all, have a financial plan. It's never too late. Even as a student, you might think, I have not yet started earning big. What do I do with how will I do a financial plan today? I'm sure all of you have credit cards, all of you have debit cards, all of you have so many other means of finance, your pocket money or whatever, or you might be earning the way. And you will start earning very soon, whether you join any company as a salaried employee or you start your own enterprise, which is likely, I think, to a large extent. I think it is very important to have this financial prudence at the center of your planning. I've seen many, many enterprises where the entrepreneurs are so ambitious, they are so good at whatever technology or whatever domain knowledge that is required. But finance somehow seems to be not on their mind, and that can be the undoing. We have seen so many companies go, very, very successful. We have read about FTX, where the case is still going on in the US. You know how well that guy built that company, and what was his undoing? It was the diversion of funds. And that, of course, he says that he doesn't know, but it is very difficult for the lay investor who has lost his money to believe that. I think that is something that we need to drive, internalize, that just like you have to build a six-pack over so many months or years, I think it is very important to build that six-pack of your finance, and your wallet also should have that six-pack robustness and resilience to really hold you in good stead going forward. I think it's also enlightened self-interest of all these institutions here to have this imbibed in this new generation, because only when you internalize this, practice this, and actually we have maintained this consistent, stable growth. Dr. Vijay Mehta mentioned how we would be probably overtaking Germany. We are planning to, we are working towards it. But that would only come when our markets are growing at a good pace, but also very sustained and very balanced growth that should be. The volatility and things like fast movement and some changes are definitely going to be there, but how do we manage those changes? That is the strength of the system. I don't know whether you all have heard of that concept called anti-fragile. While resilience is something that means that you absorb the shock and you move on and you are not impacted too much by it. Anti-fragile is a word coined by Dr. Nicholas Taleb, a very, very successful economist, which says that you not only withstand the shock, but you also actually benefit from it. That means that smart investor is really, even even a higher level of investor who can see what is coming or be prepared for it and take advantage of it. Now I'll give you a small example. I think sustainable finance is also a part of the theme that we have in this program. Now I have an officer with me working in NSEIL who said that he was investing in a green energy company, maybe, it's an Indian company with global footprint. And some time back, maybe 10 years back, he started investing, thinking green energy and renewable will be the future. Somehow that was his thinking, maybe not many people thought. And then that company went into a lot of trouble with the banks and with its creditors. But he still stuck to his SIP or whatever he was doing in that. And now that company has come back because the time has come for these renewable energy companies and this green energy. SEBI talks of blue bonds, green bonds, yellow bonds. There are so much to be done in the environmental and the sustainability area. Now he's reaped rich dividends. I think that example gives that not only the continuous investment, but also investing in the right companies, in the right teams. I would like to say that you all have dreams, and you would be working towards getting those dreams fulfilled. So I have just thought of breaking down that word dream into what we need to do to get those dreams fulfilled. Now the first word. The first letter is D, which means you diversify your assets, you get your own classes of assets which you think will suit you into your bucket. The research, I think, I don't think you would be spending too much time on going into balance sheets of companies, but there is, like Neha said, there is enough information available outside if you target your research properly or you take advice from registered financial advisors. I'm sure you will get that information. And as market intermediaries, we do a lot of investor awareness programs. The third I would like to emphasize, create that emergency fund. Always have some liquid money ready to be used in an emergency. Don't invest everything in very tight structures so that you don't lose even one day interest. I think it's always good to have that. Liquidity problems have killed many companies and many banks were also impacted. The fourth one would be awareness, which is what we are all working today. In this context, I would again thank ANMI for thinking of inviting 35 colleges from Bombay here. I would also like to say that we would like to associate with ANMI to take this all over the country through our own program, which is an online, investor awareness program, very simple jargon we have, which we call market calculator. I think we'll take it up with ANMI to do it across the country. The fifth and probably one of the most important is the debt part. We are talking of how you build your assets, but how do you manage your liabilities? And please don't create liabilities to just build assets in a hurry. You know about the credit cards, you know the buy now pay later schemes. Please be careful because these can trip you up any day. I'm sure there is enough information available there. There is enough guidance available everywhere. We are all there at your service. So again, thank you very much for that engaging and very, very interesting program that ANMI has set up. I'm very glad to be a part of it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Padmija ma'am. May I now invite Ms. Latika S. Kundu, currently the Managing Director and CEO, Metropolitan Stock Exchange of India Limited. Ma'am is a former co-founder and Chief Operating Officer of Singapore Diamond Investment Exchange Private Limited. She is a widely acknowledged industry expert in setting up, launching and managing exchanges, clearing houses and depositories across all asset classes and products. Ma'am was also a board member of CMFAS exam board conducted by IDF, Singapore, an expert committee member of the Capital Market Committee of Bombay Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Recognized as a thought leader, felicitated by Alma Mater ITM with Distinguished Alumnus Award in 2010 and recognized as top 50 entrepreneurs in Ideas with Intention 2.0 by Alma Mater National College in 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge applause for Ms. Latika Aston.
Thank you. A very good morning to each one present here today. It's exciting to see this huge crowd. And a very good morning to all the dignitaries on the dais as well as right here in front of me. It's been an exciting week, and the reason it's been exciting is it started with students and it's ending with students. And we had the Metropolitan Stock Exchange opening bell ceremony on Monday early morning, and we had a plethora of close to 2,000 students. I see another, tsunami of students again here. It's congratulations to ANMI. It is really heartening to see this. That we have moved from just speaking amongst ourselves as professionals to the final investors. And I have to congratulate the Hinduja School for this very beautiful and enterprising Nukkad Natak that was performed in front of us. Do we really need to teach you anymore? Padmaja just outlined that. And Nehal also mentioned about the Josh. But yes, truly speaking, it is really enlightening to have all of you here. Of course, I find that why are students so silent? I don't remember that being as a student, staying so silent. But it's nice that you're all being so, probably ANMI has told you, or you need to, maybe Raghavendra has said that, right? That you need to be silent, otherwise you will not get your chocolates and coffees later. But please don't be so silent. Please encourage us. Now I know you are still awake. And there's nothing more that I can say, but still, I would like to narrate. Maybe this was something that was not told to us, taught to us when we were in college. I think you are very fortunate to be here today. And if I say, for example, I had 1,000 rupees for a month in my pocket, I would think of spending it between my commute from home to NM College, which was the college I went to, and maybe having some snacks or tea, or I don't drink coffee, but in those days not even tea, but yes, with friends, to get on to some of those expenses, or going for a lunch sometimes, or celebrating a birthday, but never thought beyond that. Really never thought beyond that. It is so encouraging to see that today's students not only invest, but are also sitting here to learn more about responsible investing. And that is a huge change from what we have seen, those 2-3 decades ago, where we didn't even know such opportunities existed. We were not even aware if we could really have gone out there and use some in investing. Did we lose out? We did. We really lost out, but you shouldn't. So that 2-3 decades later, when you are talking to a similar crowd, a young crowd like this, you will be able to tell them your positive stories of having read through, understood the market, and invested responsibly. So please, I encourage each one of you. A lot has been said already, and I'm sure throughout the day today a lot more will be told you as to where you can invest and how you can invest. But we definitely at Metropolitan Stock Exchange are looking at encouraging each one, and a young India, which is right here in front of us today, a representation of young India, to come out there and understand, register. We at Metropolitan Stock Exchange encourage you to reach out to us. We want to help you invest. We want to help you reach out, and whatever guidance we think we can give to the extent that is possible, we would like to definitely hold hands, if some of you like to come into projects, some of you would like to, I'm totally open. We left it open to all those 2,000 students also who participate virtually as well as physically across, across the length and breadth of the country. And we know that there are many, many, many more. So please spread the word of investing responsibly. Why is that important? Why is it important that we should invest responsibly? That's because the 1,000 rupees that is in our pockets on a monthly basis can grow multifold. But it can only grow multifold if we understand, if we are patient, if we know that it is not about getting in and out of markets on an hourly or a daily basis. It is about staying invested. And that is something that there are many market participants. I know earlier on, I think it was Mr. Vijay Mehta who mentioned about the different financial forums, whether it is through mutual funds or banks, or it is actually at the capital markets, that you learn different areas and different products of investing. Yes, there are multiple avenues. There are multiple ways in which you can come in. There are softer ways in which you can come in. There are a lot of risks, but they can be guarded risks. Risk is in everything, right from crossing the road to anything at all, including investing. So it is not that it is different from anything else that you do. Risk is even giving the exam or not giving the exam. So let us not be fearful of it, but let us be mindful of it. Let us understand that we need to know it to be able to tackle it. So it is very, very important that we keep these pointers in mind before we step into this world of investing. We understand that, and there is no complete right and complete wrong. What is right for one may be wrong for another. Just because your friend did something does not mean that you have to do it. Please be very mindful about why you are investing. What is the purpose that you are trying to achieve? Yes, you will read a lot of stories, and Professor Google does provide a lot of inputs onto that. But at the same time, you also need to know that who is the right person to advise you. Are they certified by SEBI? Are they actually allowed to advise you what they are advising? And we did have almost 17 stalls on Monday at our opening bell. And the reason we had this precisely for you, students like you, to be able to reach out. So 17 stalls were those of mutual funds, various mutual funds of India, as well as large retail broking firms, which are there present. The reason was so that you can directly connect with them and understand what is exactly there, why is it there, and how you should invest in. Because investment does not mean it's just a financial transaction. It means that you are supporting your capital, your dreams. You are creating lasting legacies. So please keep that in mind and invest responsibly. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. May I now call upon Shri Deepak Trivedi ji, Chief General Manager, SEBI, and currently on deputation to NISL. He is also a fellow member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants and also an ISO certified assessor. Mr. Trivedi acted as a catalyst in setting up the SME exchange for the growth and development of MSMEs, exemplifying his unwavering dedication to promote industry standards and fostering collaborations. A huge round of applause for Shri Deepak Trivedi.
Got prepared this last night at 1 o'clock. After seeing the crowd and the josh of my team, and each one of them, I could remember their college days. I could see when all the speakers were speaking here, their childhood or their college days were jumping within them. Why? Because they were of the same age what you are. They also had same desire what you have today. But they did not have an opportunity. I will say one thing to you people. You all young blood here are lucky today. Why am I saying this word lucky? Because each one of these people on the dais, starting from Nehal and Mr. Maratha and my fellow trading members here, myself, we never born rich. We never born with a car, we never born with a degree. But we felt that we want to do something in life. I never thought that I would become a chartered accountant, or I never thought that I joined CB. The one thing I always had, कि life में कुछ करना है. All these people in the dais, we all had a very limited resources to achieve that. Which people are lucky that we don't have to struggle that. We never had money to invest because we had no money to earn. Okay. I see many of the students right now engrossed in their mobile. There are two reasons for that. Either the topic is not something which is directly touching their heart, or something like that we are all talking corporate languages. So थोड़ी बम्बई लैंग्वेज में बात करेंगे? सबसे पहले तो जिन्होंने स्वीट प्ले किया वो जरा स्टेज पे आए. जो स्टूडेंट्स ने स्वीट प्ले किया भी उनका let them come on the stage. इनके लिए तालियां बजानी चाहिए. क्योंकि जो चीज हमने किताबों में लिखी, सेबी ने एक्सचेंज ने अपने बायोस में लिखी, हम लोग ने जो हमारे लेक्चर में सुनाने की कोशिश करी, वही चीज को उन्होंने स्ट्रीट प्ले में 3 मिनट में इतने सारे मैसेजेस दिए इन्वेस्टर वीक के लिए. और सबसे बड़ी मैं इनका कॉम्प्लीमेंट करूंगा इनके स्क्रिप्ट राइटर को कि इन्होंने कहीं पर भी सेबी की या कैपिटल मार्केट की कोई भी टर्मिनोलॉजी को गलत नहीं बोला, और सेबी के जितना रेगुलेशन का इंटेंट था उसको सही तरह से स्टेज पर लाया. और सबसे ज्यादा तारीफ इनको बच्चों को जाती है कि इन्होंने आपके सबके सामने स्टेज पर आके करने का डेयरिंग किया. इनको भी तो डर लगा होगा ना कि कहीं हम स्टेज पे गड़बड़ कर देंगे तो we may miss a word, we may miss a step. But one thing was very common among all of them. गलत हो गया तो उठेंगे, गलत हो गया तो उठेंगे, फिर से करेंगे. लेकिन इन्होंने गलत नहीं होने के लिए क्या किया? इन्होंने गलत नहीं होने के लिए ये पर्टिकुलर स्टेज नाटक का कितनी बार रिहर्सल किया. गलत नहीं होने के लिए इन्होंने मेहनत करी, एक चीज रिपीटेडली करी, और जितनी भी बार इनको गलतियां मिली वो गलतियां सुधारते गए. एंड बिकॉज दे परफॉर्म ऑन द स्टेज, इनका बेनिफिट आपको सबको मिला कि ये जो मैसेज देना चाहते थे आपको रेडीमेड मैसेज मिला. अब इसका नाटक का और हमारे इन्वेस्टर वीक का क्या कनेक्शन है? हमारे यहाँ पे स्टेज पर हर डिग्नेटरीज ने आपको समझाया अर्ली एज में क्यों पैसे सेव करने चाहिए, एक पिज़्ज़ा या कोक क्या पैसा भी लॉन्ग टर्म में आपको बहुत फायदा कराएगा। लेकिन जरूरी है क्या पैसा बचाना, पैसा कमा भी लेंगे ना। वाई नो वन स्पोक दैट कुछ ऐसा करोगे हम पैसा कमा लेंगे। लेकिन जो जैसा मैंने कहा आप लोगों को, हमने पैसा इतना पहले नहीं किया, इसके लिए अभी तक हम कमाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। हम जीना छोड़ दिया है। मे बी अदरवाइज at the age of 53 probably I would also have loved to travel abroad, go to the nature, enjoy whatever I like to do. But this college is giving you a chance to explore yourself कि लाइफ में क्या नहीं करना है, क्या गलत इन्वेस्टमेंट नहीं करना है। अगर आपने लाइफ में गलत चीजें क्या नहीं करनी है, ये कॉलेज डेज में सीख लिया तो कॉलेज डेज के बाद आप बहुत पैसा कमाओगे। और जब कॉलेज डेज के बाद जब बहुत पैसा कमाओगे उसको अच्छी तरह बचाना मत। क्यों नहीं बचाना? ऐश करना है ना। अगर यंग एज में ऐश नहीं करेंगे तो कब करेंगे? That's true? अरे जवाब दो यार। तो फिर क्यों पैसा बचाना चाहिए? फिर I need 3 good reasons to save money.
बाद में यूज करने के लिए, बाद में उड़ाने के लिए पैसा चाहिए।
Any other reason? Inflation rate. Wow, economic student. Any third good reason? Health. जी, हमारे यहाँ पर डायस पे जितने लोगों ने बोला उन्होंने 2 या 3 चीजें बहुत बखूबी बोली। हमारा सब चीजों के ऊपर कंट्रोल है लाइफ में, 2 ही चीजों पे कंट्रोल नहीं है, अनसर्टेनिटी एंड रिस्क। इसके लिए हमको पैसा बचाना है ये 2 चीजों को एड्रेस करने के लिए। ये अनसर्टेनिटी और रिस्क आपको कोई भी गलत सकती है। हमारे जनरेशन ने कोविड देख लिया। मैं बहुत प्राउड के साथ कह सकता हूँ कि अगर हमारे पास इतनी वेल डेवलप्ड कैपिटल मार्केट नहीं होती, हमारे पास इतना अच्छा सेविंग्स नहीं होता, हमारे पास इतनी टेक्नोलॉजी नहीं होती, तो जितना टाइम आप सब ने, जितने भी ये स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पर है, आप लोगों ने घर के अंदर 2020 का जो टाइम काटा है वो आप नहीं काटते। Credit goes to only those people who are sitting on the dais. They created an institution of exchange, they created an institution of banking, they created an institution of depositories. लोगों ने घर में बैठ के भी पेटीएम से पेमेंट करके होटल से खाना मंगाया। ये कब हुआ पॉसिबल? क्योंकि लोगों के पास पैसा था तभी। Capital market was the only industry in the whole of country during COVID which allowed more than 50% of the people in the country to run their basic needs. लोगों ने अपने म्यूचुअल फंड के सेविंग्स को उस टाइम लिक्विडेट किया, जहां मिला लोगों ने स्टॉक मार्केट में भी एंट्री करी, उस टाइम पे सीखा। 2 चीजों का काम आई, टेक्नोलॉजी सबसे पहले और उनकी सेविंग्स। आप यंग ब्लड के पास दोनों टूल्स अवेलेबल हैं, इसका दोनों को अच्छी तरह से इस्तेमाल कीजिए। मे बी यू पीपल विल बी एबल टू एंजॉय योर पार्ट ऑफ। थैंक यू वेरी मच अगेन स्टूडेंट्स, एंजॉय योर लाइफ। थैंक यू।
Moving on to our next segment, it gives us immense pleasure to announce the CSR initiative of ANMI in association with NISL to develop and offer investment-related courses and provide them free of cost to students across various regions, ensuring apt domain knowledge and training as well as placements are provided. May I request Dr. Raghavendra Prasad to kindly join us on the dais. May I please call upon Shri Deepak Trivedi ji. May I call upon Shri Neerav Gandhi ji on the dais, please. Requesting Shri Deepak Trivedi ji to join us again. We now move on to our felicitation program. It gives us immense pleasure on behalf of ANMI to appreciate and recognize the efforts of our two partnering colleges. May I please request Shri Parthasarthi Naik Sir, President, National Kannada Education Society, and Dr. Veena Prasad, Principal, NKES College, to be on the dais and receive a special memento for their efforts in making Investisiya 2023 a huge big success. Requesting Deepak Trivedi ji to kindly do the honors. May I request Shri Vijay Mehta sir also to join us on the dais, please. Requesting Dr. Sahar Banu, coordinator BFM from Maratha College, to please join us on the stage. May I request Deepak sir to continue the honors. May I request Shri Vijay Singhania ji, Director, National Council, ANMI, to kindly come forward and propose the vote of thanks.
Good morning, friends. It is my proud privilege to present the vote of thanks. We had a wonderful inaugural session for this event. financial literacy is the need of the hour. I still remember that when I qualified my CA in 1976, I was not financially literate at that time. Now, till recent past, the same situation was there, but now the situation has changed. The students are taking interest in the financial literacy, and also they are keen to gain the knowledge about the field of industry and the trading also. Friends, please always remember that learning and gaining knowledge is such a journey which does not have any destination. You should always keep learning and gaining knowledge, and the moment we feel that we have learned and we are nothing to more to gain more knowledge, then we are finished. Quoting Steve Jobs, we should always stay hungry and stay poor in terms of learning and gaining knowledge. Friends, our chief guest Mr. Anand Narayan tried his hard to come, but he could not make it due to some preoccupation. But his blessings are always with us and support is always with us. We are thankful to him and Sahar for providing guidance from time to time. Friends, on behalf of ANMI and on my own behalf, I express my sincere thanks to our guest of honor, Mr. Deepak Trivedi, Madam Latika Kundu, Madam Puja, and our friend, old Mr. Mayor Goda, for spending time today, even being the holiday. I also thank other dignitaries, our President Dr. Vijay Neta, Mr. Hemant Kakkam, and other directors who have come all the way to grace the occasion. I also thank the members of the association who have come to attend this event. I am also thankful to Madam Kamala, Bombay Stock Exchange, and all MIAs for extending support. I also thank our CEO and our entire secretariat for striving hard to organize this event. I am also thankful to NPES College and Hinduja College for participating this event. I am sure that this event, like all our previous events, will be a grand success. Thank you so much.
Okay, we now move on to our panel discussions, requesting all the dignitaries on the dais to join us ahead. Our first panel, our topic of discussion for the first panel is investor resilience and digital finance. May I request please come back and join us. may I request Shri Prashant Wagal, Shri Jayaprakash Gupta, Shri Yogesh Kumar, it gives me immense pleasure, Shri Ajay Kejriwal, CEO Choice Group, a wonderful from me, 25 years of experience in capital markets and is registered as a with NISM. He has done more than 100 investor awareness programs across the country and he heads the business development and team in CDSL. A huge round of applause for Shri Yogesh. Introducing our moderator for today's session, Shri Jayaprakash Gupta, founder of Dhan, a technology platform for super traders and long-term investors, and co-founder Race Financial Services, formerly known as Moneylicious. He has also recently completed the Accelerated General Management Program from IIM Ahmedabad. Ladies and gentlemen, huge round of applause for all our panelists and our moderators. The session is all yours now, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry, good morning. First of all, जो हम लोगों ने पैनल डिस्कशन का टॉपिक सेलेक्ट किया था, I think after coming here and seeing the kind of crowd we have, we decided that we will try to keep it more interactive. I would really request the students also to participate into it if they have any questions, or we will try to throw something to you as well. The first thing to start with is हम world के सबसे youngest country हैं, and we are one of the most vibrant capital markets across the globe, and this has only happened because of a very strong regulations, market intermediaries, and the vibrant market infrastructure institutions which we have. हमारे लिए एक बहुत बड़ा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ये भी बनता है कि अगर since we are the youngest nation, कैपिटल फॉर्मेशन और वेल्थ जनरेशन सबसे बड़ा होना है फॉर नेक्स्ट 25 ईयर्स को इंडिया से होना है, और उसमें काफ़ी लोग जो यहाँ बैठे हैं दे विल बी द कंट्रीब्यूटर्स टू इट. सो यू ऑल आर द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन ऑफ द फ्यूचर ऑफ कैपिटल मार्केट्स इन इंडिया. सो एज ऑफ नाउ, और से 5 साल पहले इंडियन कैपिटल मार्केट्स में एक डेविड एंड गोलियत स्टोरी चलता था. गोलियत यूज्ड टू बी एफआईआईज, और जब एफआईआईज जब बेचते थे तो हम रिटेल इन्वेस्टर्स डेविड की तरह छूट जाते थे, क्योंकि हमारे पास उतना पावर नहीं था. लास्ट और ये टर्म चलता था कि अगर मार्केट में कोई कॉमन मैन अगर ये बोलता है कि स्टॉक मार्केट में क्या लेना चाहिए तो वो मार्केट का पीक होता था. इन लास्ट 3 years द होल कॉन्सेप्ट हैज चेंज्ड, द होल परसेप्शन हैज चेंज्ड. टुडे वी आर नो लॉन्गर डेविड्स. एफआईआई बेचता है तो हम खरीदते हैं, एंड एनी पर्सन हु इज आस्किंग यू अबाउट स्टॉक्स, ये मार्केट का पीक नहीं है. दिस इज जस्ट अ बिगिनिंग ऑफ अ जर्नी. सो अ वेरी interesting incident happened yesterday. When I was traveling from office, and yesterday I was traveling in a cab, so I was talking to someone, और वो उसने सुन लिया कि मैं स्टॉक मार्केट की बात कर रहा हूँ, तो वो बोलता है कि साहब आप स्टॉक मार्केट में हो, अभी मुझे कौन सा शेयर लेना चाहिए. had it been 10 years back, हम ये सोचते कि भाई लिफ्ट मैन, टैक्सी ड्राइवर अगर शेयर मार्केट की बात कर रहे हैं तो स्टॉक मार्केट का पीक है, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है. हमें यहाँ से बहुत लंबा जर्नी तय करना है. So, on this, there is a great initiative by ANMI SEBI and all stock market participants about investor week, जिसमें हम ये डिस्कस करते हैं कि हम मार्केट को यहाँ से और कितना वाइब्रेंट बना सकते हैं. So taking the same thing ahead, you know, I would like to start Prashant. So Prashant, we have seen, you know, last 4 साल में कितने सारे डीमैट अकाउंट्स खुले, कितना मार्केट में पार्टिसिपेशन बढ़ा. Okay, but most of the people who have come in market are less than 30 years of age.
बंद करके फिर से चालू करोगे?
समझाना कि आप मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट करो, लॉन्ग टर्म
सर को पूछ क्या?
इन्फ्लेशन
बंद करके फिर चालू करके
हार्मफुल फॉर द शॉर्ट रन, लेकिन आगे चल के बहुत हेल्पफुल हो सकता है. They find it very boring because for them instant gratification, volatility, they love it, right? क्या am I wrong students, right? आपको बहुत लंबा बोरिंग इन्वेस्टमेंट पसंद है, आपको शॉर्ट टर्म क्विक मनी, फेसबुक टाइप, इंस्टाग्राम टाइप आपकी इन्फॉर्मेशन ज़्यादा पसंद है.
इधर लाइव से दिखा रहा है.
Right, so this kind of generation, right? How we should try to make them understand कि markets किस तरह से आगे behave करेगा, and what kind of initiatives NSEIL is taking into that.
थैंक यू जय. बेसिकली अभी थोड़ी देर पहले हमारे एमडी मैडम ने आपको बोला कि हमने एक प्रोग्राम लॉन्च किया है मार्केट का एकलव्य. आई होप आप सबको एकलव्य कौन है ये मालूम रहेगा. इट इज़ अ epic कैरेक्टर इन द महाभारत. एंड मोर peculiar थिंग अबाउट द एकलव्य दैट एकलव्य लर्न द हिज एजुकेशन स्टैंडिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ हिज गुरु बिकॉज हिज गुरु रिफ्यूज टू टीच हिम. नाउ अभी के जनरेशन में हम उसको क्या बोलते हैं, हम उसको वेबिनार बोलते हैं, वर्चुअल सेक्शन बोलते हैं. एक्चुअली सेम थिंग वही कर रहा था ड्यूरिंग द एशियन टाइम. नाउ जब भी हमने मार्केट का एकलव्य लॉन्च किया तो इंस्पायरेशन अभी कहाँ से आया. सो लॉकडाउन के 1 साल पहले मैं एक स्कूल में था, CBSE स्कूल, जहाँ पे वन ऑफ द लीडिंग म्यूचुअल फंड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के सीनियर ऑफिसर मेरे साथ जायज पे बैठे थे. एंड प्रिंसिपल ने हमें इंट्रोड्यूस किया कॉलेज और विच इज़ एफिलिएटेड टू द 11, 10, 12 स्टैंडर्ड. जब भी प्रिंसिपल का खत्म हुआ तो फिर उन्होंने बोला अभी म्यूचुअल फंड के सीनियर ऑफिसर आपको म्यूचुअल फंड के बारे में बताएंगे. सो ही वेंट टू द पोडियम एंड ही आस्क्ड द क्वेश्चन टू द स्टूडेंट्स आपको म्यूचुअल फंड मालूम है क्या. सो ही थॉट मेनी पीपल विल से नहीं सर बुक में थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ा है. सो अराउंड 100 स्टूडेंट्स थे 9, 10 स्टैंडर्ड के. सो रफली अराउंड 2/3 स्टूडेंट्स ने हाथ ऊपर किया. सो ही वॉज वेरी हैप्पी, चलो मेरा आधा काम तो हो गया. सो ही आस्क्ड वन ऑफ द गर्ल्स देयर, बेटी जरा बताओ म्यूचुअल फंड क्या है. सो दैट गर्ल स्टैंड एंड शी सेड, अंकल म्यूचुअल फंड इन्वेस्टमेंट आर सब्जेक्ट टू मार्केट रिस्क. प्लीज रीड द ऑफर डॉक्यूमेंट केयरफुली before investing. So he asked almost all the people who raised the hand, and everybody was doing that only. And then he realized टीवी पे म्यूचुअल फंड के एडवर्टाइजमेंट बहुत आते हैं, बट कॉमन थिंग क्या रहता है, ये मैसेज जो सबसे एंड में आता है. और स्टूडेंट का मेंटेलिटी क्या होता है, जो चीज़ बार बार सिखाते हैं वही उनके माइंड में जाता है. सो दैट वाज द मोटिवेशन फॉर अस टू लॉन्च द मार्केट का एकलव्य. थोड़ी देर पहले दीपक त्रिवेदी जी ने बोला कि पेटीएम ने हमें सिखाया लॉकडाउन में हाउ टू मेक द डिजिटल पेमेंट. आई वॉज चैटिंग विद सम ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स इन द कॉलेजेस. और स्टूडेंट्स ने मुझे एक क्वेश्चन पूछा, सर सुबह उठते से रात को नींद में जाने तक सब कुछ पेटीएम से करते हैं. ब्रेकफास्ट का बिल पेटीएम से, बॉल पेन खरीदिया पेटीएम से, कैब का बिल पेटीएम से. हमारा मेजॉरिटी पैसा उनके पास ही रहता है, पर उनका शेयर्स कभी ऊपर जाता ही नहीं. सो नाउ ये स्टूडेंट्स कहाँ से पता चलेगा कि इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए जो आप कर रहे हो वही सही नहीं है, जो मार्केट में चल रहा है वही सही है. और मैडम पद्मजा एज वेल एज लतिका कुंदू टॉक अबाउट सम ऑफ द क्रेडेंशियल्स ऑफ द नंबर्स इन टर्म्स ऑफ फाइनेंशियल्स. And being a commerce student, I know I don't have to teach you which ratios you should be focusing upon. So the point here that what we realize that there is a need to conduct the program. As a part of this market eklavya, we are giving the guidance to the student along with the educational certificate from one of the leading US institutions. And there we are trying to tell you what are the options are available, what are the benefits of doing investing. Many times when the investors ask, sir कुछ tip दीजिए. So it is better to tell them अल्फाबेट में जब A to Z आता है तो T के पहले क्या आता है? T के पहले S आता है। तो T पे फोकस मत कीजिए, T को S से रिप्लेस कीजिए और SIP पे फोकस कीजिए। सो मार्केट में जो फ्लक्चुएशन है, मार्केट में जो आपको अप डाउन दिख रहा है, उसके लिए आई थिंक द SIP इज अ बेटर ऑप्शन, एंड सो दैट्स द रीजन यू शुड फोकस मोर ऑन लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट by way of छोटा investment rather than going for the one time lump sum use.
Yeah, thanks. So, Ajay ji, I'll come to you. Last हम लोगों ने देखा है 3-4 years we have opened the maximum number of demat accounts. The demat account number is close to 9, right? So, ज़्यादातर लोग जो मार्केट में अभी नए आए हैं उन्होंने मार्केट में एक बड़ा फॉल नहीं देखा है। तो इसके कारण क्या होता है, ओवर कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड होता है, कंप्लेसेंसी होता है कि मैं वट एवर आई बाय ओके इट हैज टू गो अप, बिकॉज एक्सेप्ट फॉर दिस इन्फ्लेशन मार्केट में ऐसा जो वोलेटिलिटी लास्ट साइकिल में देखने को मिला। तो आज के जो इन्वेस्टर्स हैं उन्हें ऑब्वियसली ये तो पता रखना चाहिए कि मार्केट रिस्की होता है, हायर रिस्क है तो हायर रिटर्न है, या रिस्क है तो इश्क है, काइंड ऑफ थिंग। तो आपके विद योर 20 years of experience, you know, what are the few things you would like to advise in our audience? कि क्या-क्या चीजें हैं जो मार्केट में ध्यान रखनी चाहिए, मार्केट I'd like to hear from you.
Thank you. Market में as just we have discussed कि young crowd, young students are coming, and last 3 years we have seen a huge inflow in the terms of money or in terms of participation also. So as the young crowd is there, of course volatility, short-term money, quick money is natural. सबको चाहिए मनी, अर्निंग, क्विक मनी, एवरीबडी आपको चाहिए, सबको चाहिए, बट इन्वेस्टिंग इज ऑल्सो बोरिंग एज यू डिस्कस, ऑडियंस बेसिकली आवाज़ है कि इन्वेस्टिंग बोरिंग है। सो ध्यान रखने की चीज़ ये है कि आप पहला चीज़ मार्केट में जितना भी पैसा आप एलोकेट कर रहे हो, इट शुड नॉट बी थिंग लाइक दैट कि आपके फाइनेंशियल बजट पे बर्डन है, द फर्स्ट थिंग। सेकेंड थिंग, जितना पैसा आप मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो, मैं ये नहीं बोलता हूँ कि आप शॉर्ट टर्म में नहीं वोलेटिलिटी में अपनी इन्वेस्टमेंट करो, डू इट, बट allocate a small amount for your short term investments and trading investments. A larger chunk of the investment amount should be in the long term perspective. Why I am telling so? आपके ध्यान में एक भी पर्सन, मुझे आप अगर सोचिएगा कि कितने भी इन्वेस्टर्स हैं, जो भी कैपिटल मार्केट से जिन्होंने वेल्थ बनाया है, पैसा बनाया है, जो भी आपके नाम ध्यान में आ रहा है, आप स्टडी करेंगे तो पता चलेगा कि उन्होंने पैसा इन्वेस्टमेंट से कमाया है, ट्रेडिंग से नहीं कमाया है। बी एनी नेम, until unless you choose trading as your full-time job and with right study and knowledge, मार्केट से पैसा इन्वेस्टमेंट से बनेगा, ट्रेडिंग से नहीं। ट्रेडिंग करना है, choose as a full-time job and not a part-time thing. For young crowd, small amount, again you can go for it, learn it, experience it, और experience के साथ में you will gain things and बाद में you will make money in the investment.
Nice. So I'll come to you जी। अभी हमारे पास यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग बैठे होंगे या जो मार्केट में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं, most of us have more than 1 demat account. Okay, so I would have at least 10 demat accounts. लेकिन बहुत लोग हैं जो नए अकाउंट खोलते हैं बिकॉज ऑफ वेरियस इंसेंटिव, फॉर वट एवर रीजन। उसको लगता है कि मेरे दोस्त का वहाँ पे अकाउंट है तो मैं भी जाके खोल लूँ। बट व्हाट वुड बी योर सजेशन टू देम, हाउ शुड दे मैनेज मल्टीपल डीमैट अकाउंट्स? अगर हैं तो इन्फॉर्मेशन आते हैं, SMS आते हैं, द SMS लुक्स जेन्युइन, बट व्हेन यू ओपन इट यू फॉल prey to certain kind of fraud. So what are the precautions any investor should take when they open demat accounts and trading accounts?
So thank you very much. First of all, I would like to congratulate ANMI for arranging such a wonderful program, and we are pleased to be in front of such a large audience actually. So every year, हम सब MIIs मिलके stock exchanges, Prashant, me, we have been doing this World Investor Week precisely for this reason, to educate our young investors across the country. And every year, if you see, the number of activities, the range of activities that we do, all put together along with SEBI has been increasing year on year. In fact, SEBI is the national coordinator for World Investor Week in India, and globally, SEBI has received a lot of accolades for doing this in a very wonderful way. So, with this, I would like to start. So, coming to your question, you are correct. There has been, an explosion in terms of number of demat accounts which have been opened, especially since the COVID year. Just to put you in perspective for CDSL, when we started our operations in '99, so from '99 to 2015, so roughly 15 years of our operations, we added the first 1 crore demat account. And so from 15 onwards, if you see now till 2013, we are close to 9.5 crore demat accounts. So every quarter, roughly, we've been adding 1 crore new demat accounts which is there. Currently also, the number of accounts getting opened, the average run rate is around 30 lakh accounts. Okay. So what precautions that investors need to take here is, just like we take precautions in case of our bank accounts, so they should be having strong passwords first of all. Not fall prey to the phishing attacks. I'm sure a lot of young crowd is there. We are quite well informed about this. And कई बार when we go and open broking demat accounts, we feel कि मैं क्यों इतनी जगह पे information दे रहा हूँ, क्यों इतना KYC कर रहा हूँ. This is for the benefit of the young people or investors who are opening account. So when you open a new broking demat account, you are doing your KYC, you give your mobile and email. Now this is a very powerful tool which helps your broker, your depository participant, stock exchanges, depositories to reach out directly. This is the most powerful medium to reach out to the investor. So, like for example, आपके डीमैट अकाउंट में मान लीजिए कोई fraudulent डेबिट हो रहा है. So immediately, CDSL, NSEIL, we send immediately an alert on SMS. So they come to know whether the transaction which is happening is genuine or not. This is one part. The second part is both depositories. We have our own very strong mobile app, where they can log into, investors can their demat accounts and see the transactions, the valuation of the holding in the portfolio. Every month we have been since 2015 both repositories. We have been sending consolidated account statements. Now this is a very powerful, statement which goes from repositories to these 9.5 crore demat account holders every month, and we receive a lot of, good, support from the investors for this. This consolidates the investors' information across demat accounts. जैसे आपने बोला कि इसका 8 डीमैट अकाउंट है, उसको पता नहीं, आपके 10 डीमैट अकाउंट. तो हम CDSL NSEIL आपको एक कंसोलिडेटेड अकाउंट स्टेटमेंट देते हैं जिसमें आपके सब 10 डीमैट अकाउंट की इंफॉर्मेशन आपको रहती है. पिछले महीने में आपको अवेलेबल होगा रहेगी. आपकी जो टोटल पोर्टफोलियो वैल्यूएशन है वो पता चलेगा. और एक इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज जो आप जब इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, इंस्टेड ऑफ फाइनेंशियल प्लानर्स बोलते हैं एसेट एलोकेशन. एसेट एलोकेशन से एक्चुअली आपका जो रिटर्न रहता है वो डिफाइन होगा. तो एक कंसोलिडेटेड अकाउंट स्टेटमेंट में आपको एसेट एलोकेशन भी पता चलेगा कि आपका कितना इक्विटी में है, कितना डेट में है, कितना गोल्ड में है, और रिसेंटली जो रियल एस्टेट इन्वेस्टमेंट जो धीरे धीरे पॉपुलर है वो भी आपको एक सिंगल ग्लांस में आपको. So these are all things which an investor can keep in mind, and this will help in monitoring and tracking on Thank you.
Thanks. So before I come to you, Prashant, let me ask a question to the audience. So students, आप लोगों में कितने लोग ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने क्रिप्टो में ट्रेड किया है? Only few. Others quite. So do you think crypto is risky or it's safe? Haji? अच्छा, रिस्की है, अच्छा आपको पता है रिस्की है, फिर आपने क्यों इन्वेस्ट किया उसमें? व्हाट वाज द रीजन? Instant gratification. So it's a very challenging thing, right? I'll come to you, Prashant, on this. देखो इनको लगता है क्रिप्टो में मजा है, इंस्टेंट ग्रेटिफिकेशन की रेगुलेशन सेफ वो सब चीज अलग है. So how do you think we should redesign our processes? क्योंकि हम तो डीमैट अकाउंट खोलते हैं तो इतने डॉक्यूमेंट्स मांग लेते हैं कि बस they would be starting showing their concern कि भाई मैंने ऐसा क्या कर दिया. And when they open an account in crypto, आपको क्या लगता है 5 minutes? Yeah. So what is your thought on that? Why we have so much of paperwork, due diligence which is being asked? One, and second is how we can make it easier for our younger generation so that they become more confident. और जो safety वाला बात है, they don't find it उनके लिए risk बड़ा parameter नहीं है. So how do you take care of that?
अभी जो आपको एग्जांपल दिया which was about the crypto and one of the thing जो अभी बताया गया कि क्रिप्टो में इंस्टेंट मनी है, अकाउंट जल्दी खुलता है. जैसे क्रिप्टो में प्राइसेस ऊपर जाते हैं उससे डबल रेट से नीचे भी आते हैं. एंड सो दैट्स द रीजन जब आप लोगों ने बोला, आप लोगों ने देखा जिन्होंने इन्वेस्ट किया, मेजॉरिटी पीपल फील कि वो रिस्की भी है. सो डेफिनेटली आपने अगर कैपिटल मार्केट देखा रहेगा, so capital market में भी the journey has happened towards the reducing the time required for various activity. So 17 साल पहले हमने T+2 सेटलमेंट चालू किया, अपने मंडे बेचा, पहले जो पैसा आता था. अभी 6-7 महीना पहले हमने T+1 चालू किया, अपने मंडे बेचा, अभी पैसा चूसते आ रहा है. अभी न्यूज़ आर्टिकल में बात चल रही है T+0 की. सो डेफिनेटली अगर आपने मंडे बेचा तो मंडे ही पैसा आएगा. अभी वो पैसा कभी आएगा तो उसके ऊपर भी बात चल रही है, उसमें ये हो रहा है कि इंस्टेंटली आना चाहिए. सो परहैप्स डे में नॉट बी फार अवे. यदि आपने मंडे बेचे तो 10 मिनट के अंदर आपके हाथ में पैसा आ सकता है. यदि आप लिक्विड फंड में इन्वेस्ट करते हो तो लिक्विड फंड में इंस्टेंट रिडम्पशन जैसा कंसेप्ट होता है, जहाँ पे आप ATM के बाहर रहिए, आपका मोबाइल ऐप ओपन कीजिए, रिडम्पशन डालिए, जाइए, कार्ड अंदर पिन स्लॉट में डालिए, आपको पैसा वहाँ पे दिखाएगी. इट इज अ मैटर ऑफ लेस देन 1 minute. सो डेफिनेटली द रेगुलेटर्स एंड ease of convenience which capital market is offering is increasing over the period of time. जैसा भी ये पॉइंट खड़ा रेज हुआ कि जहाँ पे अकाउंट खोलने में टाइम लगता है. आपका जो क्रिप्टो अकाउंट है खाली आपके पास है, अगर आपका कुछ हो गया तो nobody will be able to operate that account. But अभी depository exchanges under the guidance of SEBI we are having a concept like a nomination. आपके ब्रोकिंग अकाउंट में नॉमिनेशन है, आपके डीमैट अकाउंट में नॉमिनेशन है. और ये कभी यूज होता है जब आप नहीं रहते. वो लीडिंग इंश्योरेंस कंपनी के एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट में है, जिंदगी के साथ भी जिंदगी के बाद भी. सो नॉमिनेशन कभी आता है, वो नॉर्मली बाद ही आता है यदि आप नहीं रहते. और जब आप नहीं रहते तभी 10 लोग आके खड़े होंगे कि ये पैसा मिला है, लाओ मुझे, ये मेरे पास सक्सेशन सर्टिफिकेट, ये मेरे पास बिल है, मेरे पास और 10 डॉक्यूमेंट है. तो फिर जो बचे लोग हैं वो कैसे डिसाइड करेंगे कि इनको पैसा देना चाहिए. सो इट इज इम्पोर्टेंट कि जब भी आप अकाउंट खोलते हो तभी some due diligence in terms of proof of identity, proof of address, bank account details, nomination should be done. पहले used to be the agreement, अभी उसको डिजिटली रिप्लेस किया है. पहले पावर ऑफ अटॉर्नी था, एक फिजिकल डॉक्यूमेंट था, उसको EDI डिजिटली रिप्लेस किया है. पहले फिजिकल सिग्नेचर था, उसको e-sign ने रिप्लेस किया है. सो देयर आर n नंबर ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी. नाउ एवरीबॉडी इज हैविंग आधार और आधार से e-sign होता है. So everywhere the technology has come forward. So in terms of investment, in terms of onboarding, the time has reduced drastically. But some compliance towards the anti-money laundering, some compliance towards the FATF guidelines, some compliance towards your survival after you are not there is required to be done, and that is what is taking some time. So definitely the journey has started, and over the period it will improve in a big way.
So, see, for you all people, right, it's very important to understand कि आपको अगर instant gratification चाहिए, somebody here was saying, right, there are enough of regulated contracts within the ecosystem. आपके पास निफ्टी है, बैंक निफ्टी है, करेंसी ट्रेड्स है, ऑप्शंस है, कमोडिटीज है. But one request: trade in a regulated framework. कल क्रिप्टो में आपका पैसा चला जाता है, you will never be able to record that किसी तरह का fraud हो जाता है. See, I am not against crypto, but only thing is that please trade only in those assets which are regulated. हमारा SEBI is one of the best regulators in the world. We have stock exchanges. NSEIL is one of the largest stock exchanges in terms of volume. NSEIL is one of the largest stock exchanges. तो सारे बड़े stock exchanges बेस्ट रेगुलेटर इंडिया में है, और हमारे पास वो प्रोडक्ट्स भी हैं जो आपको इसमें ग्रेटिफिकेशन दे सकता है. There are weekly contracts, right? So please do not fall prey to anything which is not regulated. The whole objective of this investor week and we are here is to make you aware that the market में आपको सावधान रहना है. Once you are able to survive, you will definitely make money. So humble request: trade only in regulated instruments, being regulated by our regulator SEBI. जब crypto regulation में आएगा आपका, तो you will have some kind of safety net there. So with this, Ajay ji, I'd like to come to you. हम लोग तो यहाँ मुंबई में बैठ के बात कर रहे हैं, हमारा ऑडियंस भी है, these are all metro crowd, tier 1 crowd. But tier 3, tier 4 cities में, छोटे villages में, वहाँ भी एक financial awareness की कमी है. तो वहाँ क्या करना चाहिए? What are your thoughts on that?
So, tier 2, tier 3, remote villages, now the technologies have far-reaching each and every corner of the world, or India you can say. So tier 1 में people are coming on this forum, colleges में हो रहा है, but the immediate solution जो आज सोशल मीडिया चैनल है, यूट्यूब है, इंस्टाग्राम है, ट्विटर है, वेरियस चैनल जो कि हर घर में पहुंच रहा है, चाहे वो tier 1 हो या tier 6 हो. So that is the most fast channel to reach out. Now I would request the regulators, अभी शायद है नहीं पता नहीं, कि these channels are very rapid in the awareness और mis-selling also. इस चीज को ट्रैक करने के लिए now I will give you an example. ये हॉल है, इस हॉल में many people will come. They may be good, they may be bad. From these all social media channels, bad people are coming easily. In the hall, bad people are coming easily, and good people, there are many regulations. Regulations in terms of approval and bad that you can do so that good people come in the hall, good people go on the social media channels, reach out to the far extent, each and every person from their mobile. Mobile is the fastest mode right now. Let them alone. Then they will get that awareness will spread. In that way, we can communicate to each and every person, and that will create more robust platform, more robust capital market, and people money will be saved. So that I would request to the regulators. Secondly, the regulation on the side of the anti-barrier, registered investment advisors, research analysts. There are many regulations. Regulations is good. I don't say that there should not be, but the anti-barrier should be such that many people are willing to come to the market in these channels. Number should be increased. आज यहाँ पे इतने यंग स्टूडेंट्स हैं, अगर किसी को भी ये कैपिटल मार्केट में अपना करियर बनाना है, तो देयर आर वेरियस, बी ए स्टॉक ब्रोकर, बी ए रिसर्च एनालिस्ट, बी ए रिसर्च इन्वेस्टमेंट एडवाइजर, दे शुड बी इजीली कम एंड spread the awareness in their circle, in their community, in their village. That will of course help a lot to make this robust and capital management.
So, Yogesh ji, one last question to you. अभी बहुत कुछ चल रहा है अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर फ्रेमवर्क पे, जिसके कारण क्या होगा कि lot of digital initiatives happening. So, if you can share some kind of basic guideline with us, how does it work?
Yeah. So, thank you very much. Very important, point which you have touched on. This account aggregator framework which is recently coming has got, very far-reaching consequences. और इसका मैं एक इम्पोर्टेंस आपको एक एग्जाम्पल देकर बताता हूँ कि like banks और depositories, we have become part of this account aggregator framework as financial information providers. और दूसरे साइड पे होते हैं कि फाइनेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन यूजर्स। तो मान लीजिए आप एक इन्वेस्टर हैं, तो आप जब भी एक कंसेंट देंगे फाइनेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइडर को, FIP को, तो FIP आपकी जितने भी जैसे आपने बोला आपके 10 डीमैट अकाउंट, तो आपके 10 डीमैट अकाउंट के बारे में आपकी जो इंफॉर्मेशन है दैट वुड बी शेयर विद फाइनेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन यूजर। इससे फायदा क्या होगा कि ये जो इंफॉर्मेशन आपके एडवाइजर के पास पहुंचेगी, जैसे अजय केजरीवाल जी ने बोला कि आप सेबी रजिस्टर्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट एडवाइजर्स का यूज कीजिए, तो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ दीज इन्वेस्टमेंट एडवाइजर्स, वेल्थ मैनेजर्स व्हिच यूज दिस इंफॉर्मेशन, और ये इंफॉर्मेशन के बाद दे विल बी प्रोवाइड अ वेरी गुड एंड वैल्यू एडेड एडवाइस टू यू। इसमें क्या होगा अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर फ्रेमवर्क में कि जितनी भी बड़ी बैंक्स हैं दे हैव बिकम पार्ट ऑफ दिस फ्रेमवर्क, तो आपकी बैंक रिलेटेड इंफॉर्मेशन वुड बी शेयर, आपकी डिपॉजिटरी रिलेटेड इंफॉर्मेशन वुड बी शेयर। सिमिलरली इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज आल्सो विल बिकम पार्ट ऑफ दिस अकाउंट एग्रीगेटर। तो एक होलिस्टिक 360 डिग्री आपके पूरे फाइनेंशियल लैंडस्केप का आपका एडवाइजर मिलेगा, और यूजिंग दैट इंफॉर्मेशन आपका एडवाइजर आपको प्रॉपर्ली गाइड कर सकेगा कि भाई मान लीजिए आपका आपकी इंश्योरेंस कम है, तो आपको एडवाइस करेगा कि आप ज़्यादा इंश्योरेंस लें, या आप ओवरबोट हो गए इक्विटी में, तो आप इक्विटी को रिड्यूस करने के बाद डेट में इन्वेस्ट कीजिए, या आपका गोल्ड पे एक्सपोजर नहीं मान लीजिए। वैसे तो हर एक घर में गोल्ड होता है एग्जैक्ट, तो अकॉर्डिंगली वो एक वैल्यू एडेड एडवाइस आपको अच्छा। और एक और चीज मुझे टच करनी थी, जो इंस्टेंट ग्रेटिफिकेशन की बात की। तो रिसेंटली वी ऑल हैड read about the study which the regulator has done in our country, and this is not some short term study, this is for last 10 years the study has been done, and roughly 90% of the people who were looking for instant gratification have actually incurred a loss, and it is the 10% who are long term investors who actually created a loss. So we as investors, we need to decide instant gratification should be end of the day I am just paying money for myself, create wealth. So what will create wealth for that? So it should be more data driven rather than emotion or should be guided.
Thanks, Suresh. So I think we had a wonderful discussion. So key takeaways for the sake of interest of time, I would like to summarize it. First is with kind of we are one of the youngest countries. तो हमारे पास जो लोग हैं less than 30 years of age हैं जो मार्केट में एंटर कर रहे हैं, इनके लिए इन्वेस्टिंग में साउंड बोरिंग, बट अल्टीमेटली यू हैव टू स्टार्ट इन्वेस्टिंग। यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड मार्केट इज नॉट अ वन वे राइड। मार्केट में वोलेटिलिटी रहता है, वोलेटिलिटी होगा तो आपके लॉसेस भी हो सकते हैं। सो फॉर दैट यू ऑल्सो नीड टू बी प्रिपेयर्ड। Second important thing is, please do not trade in any instrument which is not regulated. We saw a lot of enthusiasm about crypto, but again when the crypto becomes regulated in India, there is no harm in doing it. But currently हमारे पास बहुत सारे instant gratification के instruments हैं, weekly options हैं, काफी contracts हैं. We have best of the regulators, best of the exchanges. Take advantage of it. We have two market infrastructure institutions, CDSL and NSEIL with us. Please take advantage of that. We also have a market which is keen on developing, creating awareness in tier 3, tier 4 cities. So all in all, it's a brilliant initiative from ANMI in this Investor Week, and thank you everyone. Thank to all the panelists for this healthy discussion.
Thank you. Dignitaries will request you to please remain on the dais. Yes. can come together for a photograph. Requesting Raghavendra sir to kindly join them for the photograph. My students, I think after the first panel discussion, there are certain points that have been highlighted. We believe in the power of the youth and in your ability to become a medium through which a lot of information related to investment could be shared across to these rural areas. Kindly ensure that once you empower yourself, investor awareness doesn't just remain within the urban colleges but becomes a part and parcel of our package, and we ensure that this information is also given to these places when we are across them. A huge round of applause. May I request
apologies, we just want to felicitate our speakers. I request our moderator to come on to that. I reached out and my apologies.
we now begin with the felicitation.
We request Dr. Vijay Mehta sir to be on the as to felicitate the speakers and the moderator, please.
Principal JK College of Commerce and Science to join us on the dais. Requesting Shri Jaiprakash Gupta to kindly do the honors of handing over the memento. Principal Dr. Sahar. second panel discussion for the day on investor resilience and smart investor. I call upon the following panelists and moderators on the dais. Calling upon Shri Kamlesh Shroff, Director, National Council ANMI, our moderator for the session. Also inviting on the dais Mr. Vishesh Chauhan, Founder and CEO of Chase Alpha, Mr. Vikas Sethi, Founder Sethi Firma Private Limited, and Shri Keetan Shah, Co-Founder and CEO of Financial Planning Academy. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our moderator for today, Shri Kamlesh Shroff. He is the Managing Director of the Omniscient Securities Private Limited, a first-generation brokerage outfit, membership of BSE, NSEIL, MSEIL, Depository Participant, CDSL. He is also the Promoter Director of Prison Healing Institute Private Limited, which provides all solutions to many living programming of alternate therapies. He is a trustee of Prison Charitable Trust, an organization that supports rehabilitation for the blind with an objective to cure people from dreaded diseases through alternate treatments. Mr. Kamlesh, often views are regularly shown by several TV news channels such as CNBC Awaaz, NDTV Profit, Zee Business, and also various print media such as Times and Midday. He has served in various communities, a few of which are listed below, such as the Investor Service Cell, Investor Grievance Committee, Back Office of Committee, Reception Committee, Scrutinizer on Governing Board Election, etc. He is a speaker and panelist on BSE Investor Awareness programs held in Pune, Mumbai, Jodhpur, Jaipur, and Kolkata. He is a speaker at BSE Training Institute and has actively participated in the Calling 2400 conference held in Singapore. He is chairman and secretary on various residential organizations and has undertaken important developments from time to time. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for Shri Kamlesh Shroff. Requesting the audience to please maintain the decorum and a little bit of silence during the panel discussions. Thank you so much. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce Shri Vishesh Chauhan, Founder and CEO of Chase Alpha Technologies, a well-known figure in the realm of quantitative and derivatives trading within the country. He has gained significant recognition for effectively communicating his perspectives and advocating for the introduction of innovative concepts on prominent business platforms such as Zee Business, CNBC Awaaz, Bloomberg Wind, and CNBC TV 18. Beyond his technical prowess, Vishesh Sir has stood out as an influencer thanks to his exceptional interpersonal abilities. He has consistently demonstrated a passion for guiding individuals through training programs focused on stock trading techniques. A huge round of applause for Shri Vishesh Chauhan. Introducing Shri Vikas Sethi, Founder Sethi Firma Private Limited. After graduating in commerce from St. Xavier's College, Kolkata, he completed his MBA in Finance from the University of Mumbai. He went on to secure a Master's in Finance degree from the prestigious London Business School, which is ranked among the top 3 business schools in the world. He has more than 2 decades of experience of trading and investing in the capital markets. His views and analysis on Indian stock markets, detailed and specific stocks, particularly in
to see you in such large numbers. Most awaited
those of you who are here are, I can watch, you're all serious about only when you invest. It does not come in the classroom, it does not come in books, it does not learn how to do it. You need the same you need to invest. So, because of paucity of time, I would like to limit my answer to a very short period. I would only like to say that the one more reason you should start investing is, the most compelling reason is to participate in the exponential growth which our country would see over the next 20-25 years. You need to be convinced about the growth which we are going to witness, and in most of the forums which I address, I begin with saying that no power on earth can stop an idea whose time has come, and it's India's time. Believe me, India's time has come, and you all need to start investing to be able to participate in the exponential growth which our country would achieve in the years to come. Thank you.
So yes, India is I think in a very nice space. Vishwesh, if you can add some meaning to why should we invest, and as rightly said, unless you experience, you never understand the theories of it. Would you like to add, should we invest, should people invest early? Of course, besides why you should invest, or your view on the same.
Good afternoon, guys. First of all, how many of are you below 25? Please clap hands for yourself. Louder. How good.
So he just said that he's 24.
Yeah, I'm just 25. Yeah?
Yes.
So I'm gonna keep a Hindi because relatability अच्छा होता है. मैं मेरी पूरी लाइफ गुजराती मीडियम से पढ़ा हूँ. 10th में खाली 50% मार्क्स थे. और I cannot even tell you, my dad once told me, nobody will give you 2,000 rupees job also. The reason I am saying this, my life changed after I picked up something which was of my interest. So after my 12th in a vacation, मैंने programming pick up किया. आप सब की तरह मैं ज़्यादा old नहीं हूँ, very honest, you can Google about me. तो प्रोग्रामिंग पिकअप किया. जो बंदा को कुछ नहीं आता, ऑल ऑफ अ सडन वो स्टार कोडर हो गया. और ऑल माय लाइफ आई वांटेड समथिंग वाज अ प्रोग्रामिंग. एंड देन आई सेड दिस मोस्ट स्टोरी बिकॉज़ इट वुड रिलेटेबिलिटी एस्टैब्लिश. अब प्रोग्रामिंग से मुझे ये समझ में आने लगा कि मैं कुछ अच्छा था लाइफ में. तो पहली चीज तो आपको ये समझनी है, आप 600 ऑसम पीपल हियर इन दिस रूम, लाइफ में डू समथिंग व्हाट यू लव. पहली बात, automatically your best will come out. If you wanna change, ना मैं टॉपर था, ना कुछ आता था, जो सब करते थे वैसा करता था. तो पहली बार लाइफ में कुछ ऐसी चीज हुई जिससे मैं अलग हुआ. अब जिस तरह से करके इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज ने एक्सेप्ट कर लिया, पता नहीं वो कैसे पास हुआ. लास्ट ईयर which is project programming again made the best project in the entire university. जो बंदा 10th में 50% लाता था, और वो सडन वो बहुत अच्छा कैसे हो गया, क्योंकि वो कर रहा था जो अच्छा लगा. एंड फास्ट फॉरवर्ड टू दैट, ईच जो सेंटेंस में कहना चाहूँगा जिसके लिए मैं एस्टैब्लिश कर रहा हूँ, बिकॉज स्टोरी टेलिंग जरूरी है. तो मैं भी मैं आपकी तरह, और आपको पता भी नहीं है आप इस वक्त क्या कर रहे हो. आप सोच रहे हो कि क्या है, लोग आ रहे हैं, इन्वेस्टिंग बोल रहे हैं, कौन होता है इसके लिए ऐसे हमको, जिसको पता है बहुत अच्छा है. आप वही सोचते थे, मैंने वही सोचा था. तो फास्ट फॉरवर्ड टू माय MBA days, I was sitting back like सबसे पीछे with my girlfriend and we were just doing time passing. मोबाइल भी नहीं था, तो पेन में हम लोग हार्ट बना रहे थे, वो सब कर रहे थे. और गेस्ट एक्सपर्ट जो था, आज मैं सोचता हूँ तो वो एनाग्राम स्टॉक ब्रोकिंग का डेरिवेटिव हेड था, और वो आपको डेरिवेटिव थोड़ा हेवी लगेगा, वो कुछ कॉम्प्लेक्स चीज़ें बोल रहा था, और मुझे कुछ समझ नहीं आता है. हमको सिखाने के लिए मेरे प्रोफेसर, माय प्रोफेसर दोस्तों, आई एम अहमदाबाद, और हम थर्ड क्लास इंस्टीट्यूट में MBA करने वाले, हमको आपकी तरह प्रिविलेज नहीं होता था Maratha having a so person. तो मेरे सर ने एक चीज बोली वो जिससे मेरी लाइफ चेंज. If you find a good article on myself written by Money Control, analysts are the highest paid people in the world. Analysts are the highest paid people in the world. ऐसा उसने बोला. अब मुझे पता नहीं था पर पैसा सुना तो कान खड़े हो गए. कितने लोगों के कान खड़े होते पैसा सुन के? जिनके नहीं होते हैं उनको दौड़ना पड़ेगा. So आप कितने लोग अभी जस्ट अंडर ग्रेजुएट हो गए, खत्म नहीं हुआ ग्रेजुएशन, राइट? सब लोग अंडर ग्रेजुएट हैं. आपका अगला डिसीजन आपकी लाइफ चेंज करने वाला है. तो इन्वेस्टिंग भूल जाओ मार्केट्स, वर्क ऑन योरसेल्फ, बिल्ड स्किल. हम आपको वो बता रहे हैं जिससे आप शायद रिचेस्ट पर्सन बन सकते हो. मैं आई यूज्ड टू डू अ पार्ट टाइम जॉब, वहाँ मुझे दिन के 20 रुपये मिलते थे to do something, and today what I trade is something unimaginable. My dad tells me, I don't know who you are. Are you the same son I had? And मुझे नहीं समझ में आता. All my life for next 5-7 years, I did only one thing. I did मुझे प्रूव करना है मेरे पापा को कि मैं पैसे 2000 से ज़्यादा कमा सकता हूँ. And वो मेरे प्रोफेसर ने जो ये चीज़ बोली, and मैं पूरी स्टोरी का कंसेप्ट ये है कि एक स्टेटमेंट एनालिस्ट आर द हाईएस्ट पेड पीपल ने मेरी लाइफ चेंज कर दी. आज इतने सारे बड़े बड़े लोग आए, उन्होंने कितनी सारी चीजें दी. एक चीज आपको पिक करनी है. आई गेट गूज़बम्प्स और नॉट, बिकॉज़ आई एम गेटिंग गूज़बम्प्स. एक चीज आप
लोड है ना
some of the smartest people are there. मैं उनमें से नहीं हूँ, I'm very far from that. But what I'm trying to tell you, इन्वेस्टर बनना जरूरी नहीं है. क्या बनना जरूरी है? वो बनना जरूरी है. हाँ बराबर है. अब इन्वेस्टिंग का कॉन्टेक्स्ट कैसे है? ये पूरी स्टोरी क्या है? जब मैं मार्केट में आया, जब मैंने देखना शुरू किया, तो मेरे साथ IIT बैठे थे और मैं वो 12th वाला जैसे पास था, 3rd क्लास वाला अब कंप्लीट कर रहे हैं. वो उठाया, पढ़ना शुरू किया. क्या जो मैं अभी नहीं पढ़ रहा हूँ, बैक का हार्ट बना रहा हूँ. Why? Right now, you guys don't know how blessed are you when you are sitting in this awesome, auditorium, listening to some of the smartest people. And unless and until you go and you start working on yourself.